Give me 21 minutes and you will never suffer again. What I'm going to show you in this video is how to eliminate suffering, whether that's financial suffering. Really, I'm only talking about financial suffering. Now, if you're suffering in other ways, you should probably call the hospital or something like that. But I'm going to show you in this video how to stop suffering financially. Let's talk about it. Let me show you how to make money online like this. Now, if you want to make your first $500 online, and I'm going to show you for absolutely free, click the link in the description and I'll show you how to make your first $500 online while you sleep, even if you just started today. I'll see you there. Okay, now the first thing that you want to do if you want to eliminate suffering, first of all, you have to stop saying that. Stop letting it come out of your mouth that you're suffering. And definitely don't tell other people that you're suffering. I like to think that if you're able to eat every night, if you're able to take a hot shower every night, if you have a car that you can drive in, and that happens from Monday to Monday, then you're really not suffering. You're just in a situation that you don't like. So, the first thing, and I have some notes over here, the first thing that you have to do if you want to eliminate financial suffering is you have to identify the problem. You got to identify the problem. There's no way for you to fix the problem if, one, you're not even acknowledging that you have a problem. A lot of people walk around not able to make the money that they want to make, and they're not willing to accept responsibility and identify what the real problem is. Here's the thing. Some people's problem is they spend all of their money as soon as they get it. That's a problem. That's a problem. And that came from, what they saw when they grew up. Your mother, your father, your family. You saw your family do that. And so because you grew up seeing your family do that, as an adult, you have the same habits. Now, if that's a problem and you're not identifying that problem, then that problem is going to continue to stay there. Now, another problem that a lot of people have is they don't make enough money. You go to work all day, work 8 to 10 hours a day. You work 40 to 60 hours a week. And as soon as you pay your bills, you are back in the place where you don't know what to do anymore, right? And you got to keep repeating that cycle. Well, here's the thing. If you're in that situation and you're watching this video, then you have to do something about that. But you have to identify that problem. I like to say you can't be the same person that creates the problem, not knowing how to solve the problem, and just mysteriously be the same person that solves the problem. It's not going to happen. If you're not making enough money, you have to, first of all, look at your skills. What skills do you have? What do you know how to do that's incredible that other people always ask you about? See, this is the reason why, because see, what ends up happening is people start to believe that, well, I have the skill to cook, but would nobody pay me for that? I have the skill to be able to work out, but would nobody pay me for that? You see, we are literally our own problem. But if we're not identifying what the problem is, we will never be able to fix it. And then it starts to become comfortable, you sharing and telling everybody else what your problem really is. It becomes comfortable sharing what the problem is, but not doing anything about the problem. So if you're not making enough money, before you think that the way to solve that problem is by going out to get another job, all that's going to do is make you tired. You see, this is the reason why people sell courses, products. But here's the thing. Most people, people that are struggling the most, think courses are scams. So it's like you can be in a situation where you're not making enough money. You can be on social media posting all day, not making a dime. You can see opportunity after opportunity every day to be able to do something about it. and you don't do anything about it. You're not able to fix the problem because you're not identifying the problem. So that's the next thing. You have to identify the problem. 9 times out of 10, one thing that I had to do, and this is just me being honest, I had to identify that I was the damn problem. I was the problem. It wasn't the economy. It wasn't everybody else. It was what I knew or did not know. It's a fact. If you want to make more money and you don't know how to, you have to learn how to. If you choose to not invest in yourself, then, and you choose to figure it out on your own, that's not learning how to do it. That's basically making it worse, because it's literally a fact. If you don't know how to do something, you're going to have to learn how to do it the right way. And 10 times out of 10, most of the times, that requires investment. So you got to identify that problem. There's no other way to get around it. Another problem people have, they're not willing to invest in themselves. I was in a situation where I would save money, and I was telling myself I would save money for a rainy day. Guess what? When you save money for a rainy day, doesn't it always rain? Because you're setting an intention to save money until something bad happens. So your mindset is playing 1,000 beats a minute, only thinking and waiting for something bad to happen. If that's what you're looking for, how can something good come out of that? So see, this is what I'm saying. Look, if you're suffering, you have to identify the problem or skip around it and live the same way. It's your choice. It's your choice. You have to identify the problem. This brings me to the next thing. When it comes to people commenting negative on my videos, it's perfectly fine. It doesn't bother me, but it's crazy. Like, somebody put a comment under my video recently saying something crazy, right? And it's just like, when I went and looked at his YouTube channel, he's been doing this for 12 months and he got 8 subscribers. It's like, bro, you need help. You need help. You need to identify your own problem before you get on the internet and just start telling me what problem I have. My channel is growing every day. I get new subscribers every day. I'm a second away from being monetized on this channel. So that's the thing. When people are not identifying their own problems, all they want to do is go out and find other people and tell them their problem. No, you got to fix your own problem. Because I'm fixing my problems by showing up in front of you right now. I'm fixing my problems. Are you fixing yours? Now, the next thing that you have to do if you're financially suffering, the next thing that you have to do is lower your expenses. Look, this is a big one right here. Now, a lot of people don't like to talk about this. A lot of people don't like to acknowledge this. But one thing that I've realized as far as being an entrepreneur, going after my business is, the biggest thing that I've learned is you are going to end up working on yourself more than you work on any business, more than you work on anything, because there are going to be some things in business that's just going to challenge you. Now, that was a side note, but when it comes to lowering your expenses, I know people that are suffering right now, literally living paycheck to paycheck, squeezing pennies together. And I'm not talking bad about anybody because I've been there. But when it comes to lowering your expenses, I know people that have Netflix, Prime, Zeus. They got the newest iPhone. They got, a great vehicle that they can't afford. They're living in a home that they can't afford. They buy clothes to impress other people that they can't afford. These expenses look, the biggest thing that this boils down to is you have to stop feeling like you have to impress people. That's the thing. I know so many people that, and notice I said I know them. I don't hang with them. But I know so many people that will go out, they will make $1,000 and go and spend $850 on an outfit to be able to take a picture or a video for Instagram. And then they'll be broke again. And it's because they're trying to impress People are not impressed. Let me even let you in on something even deeper. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. In fact, if you're posting on social media just crap, people see. I have a guy that I follow on social media, and because I know every day when he posts like 20 times a day, the same dude told me that he don't have no time to do no business, but he posts for free 20 times a day on social media. That's crazy, right? He posts 20 times a day. And every time I see him posting, I'm like, I'm not looking at nothing he posting because it's crap. He's going to post what he ate. He's going to post him driving in a car. He's going to post, like, nothing that he posts benefits me. And that's what you got to really understand, that we're doing all of these things and people are only paying attention to you when it benefits them. People only click on a meme if they identify with it. People only click on a video if they identify with it. If they can look at the title and see that they don't identify with it, people will not click it. But what are we talking about? Eliminating expenses. You got to eliminate all of them crazy expenses, and really you got to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice. Because when it comes to getting to another level, if you're not sacrificing the things that you love, or not even love, but the things that are too expensive, listen, the only thing that matters when you're, trying to make money or in a financial suffering place, the only thing that matters is you having money to be able to invest into a solution. That's the only thing that matters. Everything else, you can wait on it. Your haircuts, your nails, your hair. And I'm not saying that anything is wrong with anybody doing. I'm not saying nothing is wrong with any of that. But there is something very wrong with it if you're going and you're spending all of this money that you say you don't have and you're financially suffering. There is something wrong with that. And that means that you're not keeping track of the expenses that you have. And, 9 times out of 10, the expenses, you just pay too much money out. You pay too much money. And you need to put that in check. Now, the next thing, avoid buying anything new. Now, I hear you. We all love to get new things. We all love new shirts. We all love new clothes. We all love, ladies, my ladies love a new dress. We all love new things. But if you cannot afford it, or it's putting you in a place where you're financially suffering worse, don't do it. The craziest thing that I've heard is, I actually heard someone say that, on a Friday, they just got paid. They just paid their rent. They just paid their car note. They just paid their bills. They only got $100 left. And what they're going to do with that $100 is go and get drunk at the club. And I'm thinking in my mind, like, wait a minute. It costs like $50 to $60, $70 to, well, I ain't been to the club in a minute, but when I went, it was like $50 to $60 to get in the club. And, drinks these days are what, like $30, $40 if you want to drink something. So you plan on going to the club and spending your last on one drink versus taking that last $100 and spending it on education to be able to learn how to do something, to be able to develop a skill. You see, these are, look, at the end of the day, if someone is financially suffering and you're not doing anything to get out of it, then you love suffering. You love suffering. Another crazy thing that I heard recently, I heard someone in my family say, and I didn't even comment because it was just a horrible thing. Someone in my family has said, this is why I didn't want Donald Trump to come in office, because he got a lot of nerve taking Section 8 from me. What am I supposed to do? Work? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? What are you supposed to do? Be an adult? Like, what? I don't understand. What do you mean? And this is my opinion. Now, a lot of people may not like this, and it's fine. It's not a popularity contest. A lot of people may not like this, but I think that it's a marvelous thing for, let me say this. There are people that need assistance. There are people, and I'm not saying that there's not people that need assistance, but there are even more people that are just lazy. They don't need assistance. They just don't want to do nothing. And when it comes to those type of people, If it takes somebody removing that or removing something that makes you comfortable, that's going to be the thing that saves your life. Understand that. It's going to be that thing that saves your life. Because you can only be comfortable for so long. But I heard that person in my family say that, and literally this person has been struggling financially with assistance for many years. Struggling with no point of return. And I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. But you got to avoid buying anything new. Last but not least, if you're still watching this video up to this point, first of all, congratulations. And it shows that you are serious about ending your financial struggles. But the last thing is, you have to increase your income. You got to increase your income. Now, I mean, people try to dance around that. They try to make excuses. They try everything. And listen, if you're financially struggling, you have to increase your income. Now, if you don't know how to do that, then you have to learn how to do that. That means that you're going to have to invest in a course or a product or something. You can't let a bad experience that you've had with another course creator or another product stop you from getting to the next level of your life because you had a bad experience. You have to get over that. You have to get over it, or don't get over it. And if you don't, then you're just going to continue to stay where you are, financially struggling. You have to get over that. Like, you paid for something and it didn't work. Get over it. You paid for something and got scammed. Get over it. You invested some money and it didn't come back fast enough. Get over it. But do what you have to do. Invest what you have to invest and learn what you have to learn. Because if you don't, here's how bad it is. Oh, I hope you're still watching this video. I hope you're still watching this video. Because this is how bad it is. Your financial struggles don't only affect you. If you're financially struggling, guess what? You got that financial struggle from your parents. But guess where your parents got that financial struggle from? Their parents. And guess where their parents got their financial struggle from? Their parents. So look how it just keeps running down the chain. Now, here you are, your parents, their parents, and their parents did not have access to this type of information, this type of video. You think your parents could have bought, or came and watched a YouTube video that had a link in the description where they had a chance to do something? No, they didn't. So that means that if you don't do anything, let's say that you don't do anything. If you don't do anything, you are going to continue the cycle of poverty, continue the cycle of financial struggle, because you are the person that can change it, but you won't. So guess who else is going to be affected? Your kids. And guess who else? Their kids. And guess who else? Their kids. And that would mean that you went through a whole cycle your whole life and never did anything. Look, it's apparent. Our parents, their parents, and their parents, they were sold the wrong program. They were sold the go to school, graduate, get a job, retire. They were sold that program. But I don't know none of my family that actually followed that program and they are living good right now. I don't have one person in my family. Well, I do have one person that I think of. Well, I have two people that I can think of. But here's my point. You are the person that can change this cycle. It's you. It's not nobody else. It's you. But you got to learn how to do that. So, do these things, because these things will eliminate your financial struggling. Now, if you're still watching this video and you want access to the same information that I got, that taught me how to sell digital products online, that taught me digital marketing, click the link in the description and go ahead and get access to Digital Wealth Academy. Now, if you don't have the full investment to get Digital Wealth Academy, click on Affirm or Klarna and see what you qualify for. I know someone that qualified to literally spend $40 out of pocket to get access to the full course. You got to get access to something that's going to show you how to eliminate your financial struggle. Now, if you choose not to do that, then, I mean, you got to live with whatever happens. You got to live with whatever decision that you decide. You got to live with it. You got to live with it. So at the end of the day, it's your choice. But either way, I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day. Eliminate that financial struggle now, today. See you on the next video. Peace.